welcome back to Dicebreaker, where we're playing Low Stakes. It's a spooky RPG that's inspired by What We Do in the Shadows and various other naughty sitcoms. And our players here have been on the hunt or the search for someone named Chilly Steve, who is a kind of acquaintance of theirs, and whose death day party they celebrated the night before, but they seemingly have gone missing. And now they are searching for them for their friend Moash, who has the keys to all their subscriptions. So they don't want to potentially lose access to those, because they don't want to pay for all of them.
I don't pay for
who does?
It adds up. It adds up.
It adds up. Yeah, exactly. So they took a trip to the local supermarket, Borison's. But now, unfortunately, they didn't manage to find Chilly Steve, but they do have a new clue to follow to their whereabouts. And we'll sort of cut back to them right now as they arrive on the local beach. It's a very, it's been a bit difficult for you, Edward, I think, to navigate down here. You're jumping between shadows somehow.
Yeah.
And now, the beach isn't an ideal place for you.
I think the wall that is at the back of beaches that's like the tidal wall. I think I try and walk along that, and anytime anyone looks at me, I just kind of casually lean on it, like this is where I've been the whole time, and then sidle along a little bit more and just lean.
So you're just stuck against the wall right now.
Yeah, because otherwise it's things are gonna heat up, and then I'll set on fire. Potentially.
Yeah.
I think maybe Felicity might, keep an eye out for anyone who's like on the beach, like they've got a towel like laid out, and if they like move to go do something else, she's just gonna like slink up and grab a towel and then run back over and then just put it over his head.
I think you definitely spot like there's someone who sort of like was sunbathing on the towel, and then they sort of spot like there's like a doodle doo, like that horrible distorted music of an ice cream truck, and they're like, oh, ice cream, delicious, 99 flake. So they sort of get up and start walking towards there, and they've left their towel.
I'll be having that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So Felicity sort of, you go over there and snap up that towel and sort of run back. So you have this towel now, Edward.
Thanks. Thanks, Phil. Could you? I don't suppose you've got anything in like a more of like a mauve, but
I put
like
it down over his face.
Oh no, this is fine too.
Much more preferable there. So I think you do hear sort of behind you like, oh, where's my towel gone? Hey. But you're sort of past there. Are you having a look around for this sort of caravan that was mentioned?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
So I could ask people if that would help, but
you could have a look if you wanted, or you can just sort of have a mosey, or
just have a mosey for now.
Okay.
I think Edward's natural movement speed is mosey.
Sure.
So
okay. So you're strolling down, and you do see like coming to sight sort of ahead of you, is like a caravan. It does look like it's from like the 70s or something, and it's sort of very oddly parked just in the middle of the beach. Like it's just been dunked there, and people have sort of like moved around it, so they've sort of spaced themselves around it as if it.
Is it like a mobile caravan, or is it like a static caravan?
It's like it's like someone's driven here, dumped it there, and then just driven off without it. It's kind of a bit of a mystery how it could have ended up in the middle of the beach, but there's definitely a caravan there, and people seem to not really notice it. There is like someone sort of set up a little stool kind of nearby, with like an umbrella over it, and you can kind of hear them like go, "Ghost tours, get your ghost tours, half price this summer, ghost tours."
I'd like to float over
Okay.
and like stand in front of him.
Right. Doesn't notice you. Just ghost tours.
I'd like
Visit the scariest sites, including the most haunted caravan
Does he
in the
have-
south of Britain.
Sorry, do they have any like brochures or flyers or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, they're trying to hand them out and stuff.
Okay, I'd like to like just cause them to fly everywhere somehow. I don't know, like by
Whoa!
yeah.
Hey, no! I paid £5 for that lot.
It's quite a deal.
They're sort of blown across like the beach, and they're sort of chasing after them.
Do you feel better
Yeah,
now?
I'd like to inhabit the chair as well, and like just I guess. Yeah, very slowly move it towards the beach. So like almost like unless you were looking at it, you might not even notice it was moving. But like very slowly move it towards the water, and like when it gets to the water, just like chuck it like really far.
Oh, you see them gathering up their flyers. I'm gonna ask you to roll a clout skill to try and wear someone down. You're looking for a 5.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. Nope, that's a 3.
Okay. Yeah, I think you managed to get the chair like into the sea. But I think the person who's kind of trying to get the flyers, someone like sees like the chair being flown to sea, and they're like, oh, holy crap, it's actually haunted round here. There's a ghost. Hey you, I'll get 10 tickets. And they sort of go over and they're like, oh,
Okay.
certainly.
Whenever there's the exchange happening between the
Okay.
money and the tickets,
Right.
I'm gonna like blow them away like every time.
Right.
I'm just gonna like so it's gonna be like impossible for them to unless they eventually like try to do a different way. The money is always gonna fly away, and the tickets are always gonna fly away. I'm not gonna let that exchange happen.
Can you roll to try and do that again?
Okay, I'm gonna use confidence this time because I need this to happen.
Okay.
Oh, for God's sake, 2 3s this time.
Okay. So people also see this transaction and the sort of wind blowing around, and they're like, I'll take 20, I'll take...
God.
And then more people like come over, and the person's like, this is the best sale I've ever had.
I stood next to Edward, I think, at this point, but I've gone to get myself an ice cream, so we're just like watching this.
Yeah.
I go over and I would like to try and knock the ice cream out of Felicity's hand.
Okay, roll to wear someone down.
Oops, I didn't roll
You
that.
need a 5.
That's a 6.
Okay, you knock the ice cream out of Felicity's hand, and it lands in the sand, and it's got all sand over it.
I'm looking her in the eyes the whole time I do that. It's like,
You owe me an ice cream. I'm going to add that to your tab of things you owe me. I hope you
You
know.
you owe me rent.
I don't think I do. I don't live there, so...
Lolies, you have clout now, so
Yay.
you know, you
Stole
should
my
gain
clout from me.
Well done. Yeah, okay, so all this hubbub kind of happening outside of the caravan, you sort of see the door open up, and like you can see these 2 eyes like peering out of the doorway, sort of watching to see what all the noise is about.
Hello.
And you sort of slowly see the door like begin to close.
Steve, is that you? Big chill. Hey, it's your buddies here.
There's no Steve here. Yeah, I don't know.
I float
nice.
through the wall.
Elizabeth, swoop!
Okay.
Well, Steve, could you at least can you ratchet out
Okay,
the awning? Like, there's a bit too much sun. I can't cross
Elizabeth floats through the wall. And you just hear a "Ah!" and a thump.
Hello, Steve.
It's not Steve in there.
Oh. Well, I don't know that. I still say hello, Steve.
And she's like, "Not Freddie, Steve! Now look what you've done! Oh, I'm gonna take me ages to get up again."
Then
Who
who are you?
On the floor, you see what looks like a person who's half person and half fish. And they're rolling around on the floor.
Heck yeah.
Which way around?
They're on their front right now.
Their back is the fish and their front is the
The back is the
Okay,
fish.
Okay.
The bottom is the fish, not the top.
Boring.
It's a big fish tail.
Sorry, the image is in my head.
Matt Jarvis.
Look, I had to ask. You said half
Yeah.
fish. You didn't say.
We know what you're up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're kind of big. Their big curly hair is like fluffing about as they're like on the floor, and they're like trying to lift themselves up. And they're like, "Oh, you've really done it now! Oh!"
Well, first of all, if you're not Steve, where's Steve?
Steve isn't here, okay? I tried to talk to them, but they went off, and now I'm on the floor, and, if you called me to fall off, you could at least try and help me get up.
Can I use my super strength to like the lock off of the door and just walk in?
There's not a lock on the door.
Okay.
They didn't manage to close the door before
cool.
Elizabeth flew through the wall and
Even
scared
better.
them. So the door just opened.
I do like the idea of you just tearing down an open
Yeah.
door anyway. It's just like it's slightly ajar. And you just,
You can choose to tear it off if you
I'll
want.
turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay, you tear the door off,
Okay.
and the person on the floor goes, "Ah!"
Oh, silly me.
Jesus Christ! Oh my! I'm being assaulted! I'm being ambushed! and they're just rolling on the floor.
This is really upsetting. Can someone help this person up?
Who's gonna try and help them get up?
Aren't you the one with the super strength?
Edward's got strength too, right?
I think Edward can't get to the caravan without the because I'm getting like it's in the middle of the beach, right? So
You got a
there's no-
towel on you.
Oh yeah, a towel, right? Yeah, I think like he, as I did, forgot
Sorry.
about this.
Yeah.
So he spent multiple like minutes
Oh.
stood in the shade before going, oh yeah, right, the towel. After like screams and then a very kind of long pause and going, I should really go over there. Oh yeah, right.
Edward, shade in here.
Oh okay, yeah, great.
Yeah, come on.
Kind of swoons across the beach.
Okay, slivers
Like
across the
picking,
beach.
maybe
Right.
just like casually picking up little handfuls of sand and scattering
Okay.
it to make
People
it look
oh,
like.
my sandwich!
Oh,
My eyes!
Sorry about it sparkles. Watch out for the sparkles. Don't get it in your mouth.
Majestic.
My cottage salad!
Yeah, sparkles. They're a bit gritty. Hey Phil. What's this? This isn't Steve. This is not Steve.
I know.
I
This
think
is
at
a
this
lie
point,
that was
they've
told.
got their sort of hands are on the floor, and their head looks up at you, and they're like, who the hell are you? Why are you in my caravan?
This is Steve's caravan, right?
Yeah, it's also my caravan as well.
Oh.
Yeah, can you, like this person said, can you help me up?
Oh yeah. We could take like an arm each. Felicity.
Sure. All right.
Just
yeah.
try and
I
help,
feel like
help
are you,
them onto
are
like
you
a little
like
sofa if there was one.
particularly slimy at all?
Well, firstly, I'm going to ask Felicity to roll to cooperate with others.
Oh gosh.
As your problem area. You need to get a 6.
Okay.
You can use any confidence or clout you have.
I'll use a confidence, I think, so I can roll.
Okay,
2.
and you naturally add your clout as well, so you'll be rolling 3.
So I think that
Oh yeah, you've lost
I've
it.
lost my clout.
You lost it to
because my
so
ice
you're
cream
rolling...
was knocked out of my hand.
Yeah, because she knocked your ice cream off. So yeah, roll 2 dice.
Right. Oh, 1's a 6. Oh, there's a 1 and a 6.
Nice.
So
Excellent. Okay, so you managed to work with Edward to to hoist up this person, and you kind of like pick them up and then plop them on like there's this seating sort of sofa area that they were presumably originally laying on, and I said, "Oh, thank you. Oh, God, I hope I didn't miss too much Homes Under the Hammer. Really, such a bargain on there."
You're
thinking of Bargain Hunt.
Hunt. Yeah, that's that.
That's different. Human
I also
television
like
program.
that one. Yeah. So you're looking for Chili Steve. Yeah, I'm Chantal. I live here with Chili Steve.
Okay.
The Big Chill's never mentioned you. I mean, they talk about you all the time. Sorry. Yeah.
Look,
Right.
hey, talk straight to me, okay? Don't mess me about. I'm not surprised that Chili Steve doesn't talk about me. They're a reserved person, and also I'm technically not supposed to be here. Ocean laws and all that sort of thing. But I can't watch my television shows in there. It's just full of squids and stuff.
Really bad reception, I bet.
Yeah, exactly. So Chili Steve sometimes let me come up here and stay in their caravan so I can watch Bargain Hunt, Homes Under the Hammer, Come Dine With Me, all the excellent stuff. Steve, I think they just get a bit nervous sometimes, but they've done me a real solid. So, but you're looking for them. Huh?
Yeah.
I thought they were at that party, the Death Day. Didn't they have a Death Day party? I can come because, it's a bit difficult to get me around.
Could I maybe do a confessional?
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't need to say, just tell me.
Confessional.
Go.
All right.
Go live.
Okay, so, look, you know what, I think it was Mo. Mo said something about it being a rough time for people who've passed. I think I know exactly where Steve is gone, and I think that they may have returned to the scene of the crime. That's a vague confessional that I have done.
Okay, so this is maybe foreshadowing something that's to come.
That's what I was hoping.
Okay. Okay, so you've done your confession. That gain 1 confidence for that because you've said something about someone else. Okay, so we're back in the scene. Chantal is just like, well, let's see. Where would Chili Steve have gone? I mean, I don't know if they've told you much about what happened to them, and it can be a touchy subject sometimes for ghosts. I mean, you understand. And she kind of gestures at you, Elizabeth. Yeah, the passing of life to the afterlife. It's not so easy, especially when it's so raw. It's only been a few years for them. 6. I think they've just been having a bit of a tough time, and I don't know if the party was the best idea because I think they get a bit overwhelmed by that sort of thing. But
well, I wouldn't mind if somebody threw me a party for my death day, but nobody ever seems to.
You could do a dysentery theme.
It wasn't dysentery. It was a broken heart.
I really want you to do a confessional that it's dysentery.
At some point
okay, let's do a confessional.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Right.
It wasn't dysentery. It was syphilis.
Okay, you get 2 for that.
10 out of 10.
You're hindering yourself. to be honest, I think I know exactly where they've gone. Yeah, so all those 6 years ago, Steve really liked going to the pier. I don't know if you know, but they really like skateboarding, actually. They're pretty good at it, actually. And there's a skateboarding park right on the pier. And, yeah, there was a terrible accident with a billboard. Actually, quite ironically, advertising Wilkins Reliable Adhesives. You know, a kind of dark irony to that, considering it fell on top of him. But yeah, you know, they're
kind of funny.
I don't want to mention it to them too much, but I wonder if they've gone there. I mean, I can help you if you want. You just gotta if you go through here, and they point sort of the hallway at the back, there should be a lilo there. If you could just manoeuvre me onto that, and I can help you look for them. Yeah? No? You're sort of looking at me with blank faces. I mean, I can just go back to watching Homes Under the Hammer.
I think we're okay. I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
I mean, it does seem like more of a hindrance than
A little bit.
Well, you just called me a hindrance. You know,
Well,
I'm right here.
Do you not need to be like submerged in water, or?
I mean, there's water right there. And you can just get me on this lilo.
Do you want to go?
And push me out there.
It seems like you want to go.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm trying out a bit here.
All right, Edward, help me. We lift
All right.
the fish.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get them on top of the lilo.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're gonna get her on
That's
top
what
of
they
the
are for,
lilo.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Liv, can you roll to cooperate with us?
I'm gonna use my confidence again, please.
Matt, can you roll to show some humility, please?
I got a 6 and a 4. I did a pass.
I rolled a
Excellent.
5 and failed.
Oh.
Yes, you did. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's a yeah. You get her on the lilo. It's just kind of squeaky. And she said, "You wouldn't mind if you could grab that towel over there and just sort of plop it on the, you know, the sort of, you know, the fish bit."
Oh, yeah. You want it like Edward runs it under a tap, thinking that's the like.
Well, I
wetting
mean,
it.
it's not entirely necessary.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
sorry.
just, you know, because people might
Oh, I see. Right.
find it a bit weird. I don't want to cause a ruckus.
We'll just say you're in fancy dress.
Just put the towel on.
Yeah.
So do you put it on?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so it's on the fish bit. And you sort of drag her out, and you just kind of make a bit of a scene. She's going, "No, ow, my head! Yep, just do a bit gentler! My God!" And people like looking over and
It's a scene
sort
in
of
a
bit
play.
freaked out by it. just right. Okay, push onwards. She points towards the sea. Come on, let's go.
Why did we agree to this? Why?
Do you? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if she knows the way to go, like let's follow.
Okay, so you're pushing her out to the ocean, or
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. If that's what she's asked.
Is
that's...
she misleading
comply.
us in any way? Can we like?
She seems very genuinely honest
Okay.
about like she can help you if you can just plop her in the water.
Okay.
She's like, I'm not very, as you can imagine, not the most maneuverable out here. But if you get me, you know, over there, then I can swim along the pier and try and help you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Elizabeth, are you?
No, I'm
You're not helping at all. Just floating along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you push her up to the sea, and she sort of ungracefully like flops off the lilo, and sort of swims out. And she's like, "The stairs to the pier over there. I'll meet you on the edge. I'll be right here." She's like waving. She does like a backflip, like Free Willy.
Can I like reach up and like as she jumps over, like
Yeah. Everything sort of goes slow mo as you do that. She's like, "Cowabunga!"
I didn't like her to start with, but she's growing on me. Yeah.
Do you? What are you gonna do? You go.
I think I'm at least following.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Elizabeth,
Sorry.
do you think you? Sorry, I know you're busy with the parasol. We good? We're gonna head to the pier.
Let's go. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
let's just find the stinky Steve or whatever it's called.
Very.
They're called. Sorry.
Yeah. So you're going up to the pier. Okay. So you're on the pier.
As we go, can I do a confession?
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm actually I've never told Steve this because I think it would have upset them, and I'm not sure I wanted to admit it to the others. But I actually I may have played a tiny role in their passing. I was actually up on the top of the building with the billboard on the day it happened, and I was like another vampire walked by, and I tried to just casually kind of just rest an arm on it, but then there was this creaking and this kind of like this splintering, and before I knew it, the billboard was falling, and I mean I felt guilty, but then they became a ghost, so I guess all's well that ends well. Apart from they ended and then ended up a ghost, but they seem to be doing all right.
Right. So you've just admitted to killing this person.
Oh, it was an accident.
Right.
It's at least manslaughter. Well, person slaughter, but like
Yeah. Do you want to gain 2 confidence for admitting you've done this terrible thing?
I suppose so. I'm not sure if confidence is the word, but
I mean, you've admitted humility, although you continue to call it an accident.
I've tried to I obviously it had the benefit of giving me a friend. I hope that's how they feel, but also I've tried to make up for my blunder by like helping them navigate the afterlife. I've got several centuries under my own belt, not as a ghost but as a vampire. There are similarities, there are differences, but I hopefully like throwing this party, like I'll keep doing that for, I don't know, maybe a century, maybe just 10 years. We'll see how it goes, but we'll keep doing it.
Okay. Right.
very good.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Right. Well, you get onto the pier, and there's sort of the hustle and bustle, and there's an arcade, and then there's back out there. There's sort of a like a small building on the pier that is, I think it's used to like store like surfboards and skateboards and other kind of sporting equipment, and that just happens to be the one that had the billboard attached to it. It's now gone because they realised maybe safety reasons we shouldn't have that billboard up anymore because it killed someone.
I mean, in some ways, it took
terrible
itself
accident. In a terrible accident. That's completely unexplained. And yeah, you see, initially from a distance, you just see a skateboard almost kick flipping itself.
That is some. That's dope as heck. I love that. Heck, yeah. I'm going. I immediately start pedaling towards, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, going towards it.
Yeah. From the side, you also hear a voice going, "Hey, hey, yeah, are you up there? Oi, down here."
I can hear, but I'm ignoring.
Yeah, I don't respond.
Hey, did you go? Are you there? No, I gave up bargain hunt for this. It's only about half an hour.
Oh yeah, hey, like yeah.
I'm down
good.
here. Is Steve there?
We've only just arrived.
Come on, get on with it then.
All right.
This is why we ignored it.
Okay. So we approach Steve, I assume.
The skateboard, yeah. As you get closer, a person materializes who is kick flipping the skateboard. Yeah.
I'm like, hello, Steve.
Oh, hi there. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, hi, oh, my mouth just...
Felicity.
Syphilis.
What does that have to do with anything? I looked clear, Elizabeth.
Hi, Felicity. Hi, Edward. You come to do some hot tricks with me?
I turn to the others and I'm like, all right, well, we've seen he's alive, so can we go home now and just tell Mo?
You know, I can hear you. Right, I'm right here. Hi.
Hey.
I'm not alive, sorry.
Oh, yes.
It's like,
Yeah, I prefer to be talked to than talk about.
were
but-
they?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like Steve, I'd love to join you, but I didn't bring my skateboard. I'd do a shove it kick flip, but yeah, sorry, mate, I just didn't bring it with me. But next time, yeah, next time.
Isn't
Yeah.
Isn't a shove it from Tony Hawk where you just push off a wall? Isn't that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's right. I'm really familiar with skateboarding.
yeah.
It's because I'm pretty cool.
Steve says, yeah, I can tell.
Steve, you doing okay? Mo was a bit worried about you because it was your death day, and maybe we might have been a bit insensitive in just throwing you a death day party and not really asking you if you wanted one. And you might feel a bit bummed out.
I mean, it wasn't really my idea. It was Mo's idea.
Yeah.
Steve, I have a question for you though. Would you be more bummed out that they threw a death day party, or would you be more bummed out if they ignored that the day even existed and didn't throw you a death
It's
day
not
party?
until next month.
I mean, I just would have preferred to sort of be asked what I wanted to do, really. I think Mo, he's got really good intentions, and I think he just wanted to make sure that I didn't feel alone that day. But to be honest, I kind of would prefer to have been alone, just to process it all. And getting a ghost is great, and I have I have more friends than I thought.
Oh, I'm so relieved to hear that for entirely unrelated reasons. I know it's yeah. I mean, it's a big surprise, much like a billboard come falling out of the sky. Anyway,
I don't know if I ever told you how I died.
Oh well, I just kind of guessed.
How did you know?
Oh, just a lucky guess, really. Someone told me. I don't know. Someone in the another ghost. I think you probably told them, and they probably told someone else, and then they told me. So it might not be fully accurate about the billboard or what was on it, or when it fell, or who's involved, or who may have lent on it. I'm just guessing, really, just spitballing. Anyway, you're happy as a ghost, right?
Steve just looks very sort of confused and just weirded out. And it's like, yeah, sometimes, being a ghost can be lonely. I miss, as much as being in some social situations was awkward as a human, I miss that. Just being around people who knew I was there, I guess. Having that kind of presence. Don't really have that as a ghost unless you're around, other supernatural people.
I mean, look, Steve, and I'm gonna waltz up to them and put my arm around them and just say, look, ghost or not, those tricks are sick. And I would like to use my clout skill of making someone else feel cool.
Okay. Awesome. Try and get that 5.
All right, and I'm gonna use my confidence.
Awesome.
To get a 6 and a 2.
Wow.
Hey.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, you get clout back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Steve chuckles, and they sort of look wryly at you. Sometimes I come to skate alone, but it's kind of nice to have other people. Just watch what I can do. And then Steve sort of does. I'll be honest with you, not an expert in skating. But they do that one where they get on the board and go down the kind of ramp and then sort of go up the other end and come back down again. And then they go up this end and do the thing where they hold the board and they come back.
And
Melon's a good grab.
Yeah, there you go. And then they sort of come back up the other side and grab the board and sort of stop and then do a little bow.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Genuinely impressed.
You hear a voice like over the edge of the pier going, "Hey, it's I can't see anything. What's going up there? Have you found Steve?"
Elizabeth turns around and goes, "Go away!" Like, has lost all decorum and is just yelling.
Steve is just like, who are you yelling to?
Oh, we brought Chantal with us.
Chantal?
They were in your caravan.
She came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put her in the ocean.
I think Steve turns to Elizabeth and says, I'd appreciate it if you didn't yell at my friend like that, and they sort of walk over to the edge of the pier and look down to Chantal and go, Hi, Chantal. Hi. I wondered where you'd gone. I'm so glad that someone found you. I'm gonna sort of pop off for a bit, to be honest. Go and see how the parents are doing. But I'll be back next week. Yeah, University Challenge. I'll be there. And then she sort of waves at you lot, and then just sort of goes back under, and then she's off.
Next week she's actually on University Challenge. She doesn't come back to watch it. She's on it.
Steve sort of turns back to you and says, we should be getting back to Mo, shouldn't we? Probably shouldn't worry him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole to fix as well.
The hole? Yeah,
well, don't worry about that. But it was quite the party, quite the death day celebration.
Kind of impressed. I think I just got a bit overwhelmed by it all, just a lot going on. I just kind of wanted a bit of a moment by myself. But I'll go and see Mo. Let's go, huh?
Let's go. Hey,
they pick
Elizabeth, do you want to be alone on your death day too? Is that something you'd prefer?
Oh yeah, we can cancel those plans that we've made.
Yeah, we can just let you do your own thing and float around and do kick flips and stuff if you want.
They're very flexible plans. They do exist though.
Yeah.
Elizabeth just stares daggering into both of you, and then just floats off.
Elizabeth, no, Elizabeth. She'll meet us back there.
Yeah, she's all right.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Don't tell her.
I mean,
said
when
that.
I say floats off, as in floats ahead, like to go back to the house.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve picks up their board and they sort of walk up off the pier. You stroll back to the house and you go in. By that point, Mo has fixed the floor. Just pats it and goes, ah. That should be sturdy enough.
Did you get the ferret out of there?
Well, yeah, Jez has found the ferret. Jeremy sat on the sofa with the ferret that's going, oh, it's a lively one. Jeremy's like, I just wish it calmed down sometimes.
I love it.
And Steve walks in and Marsh is like, Steve! And he sort of walks up to Steve and gives him a big hug. Gives them a big hug, yeah. And says, I was worried about you. You sort of left last night and I don't know why. And Steve's like, yeah, I think we should just go and have a chat. And holds out their hand and Mo puts their hand in theirs and they sort of walk off and Steve puts their head on like Mo's shoulder. And Jeremy's still sat there with the ferret. Just going, you're right there.
Yeah. Lots of ferret droppings around.
Yeah, sorry about that. You got anything to eat?
Gingerbread men. That's what they were.
And then we're going to end it there.
Yeah. Perfect.
Well, thanks so much for playing.
I love that.
Thank you for
Thank
running
you for
this.
running
Yeah,
it.
that was great fun.
Yeah, I hope it gave a kind of good idea of what the kind of story that you can play with low stakes. I think it's just a really simple and fun system that's kind of there to play off the different characters' relationships with one another. I think you all did really well with it. And I hope you had fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
thanks for running a fun
Yeah.
session.
Thanks
And
for running
I-
my first RPG, me and
Yeah, well done,
Thank
Lou.
you.
Yeah, smashed it.
Excellent job. And I hope you found it fun as well. And if you enjoyed this RPG roleplay playthrough, you probably enjoy several other of our RPG playthroughs. We do loads of rules light RPGs as well as some chunkier ones like D&D obviously or the Alien role-playing game. You can watch those on YouTube/Dicebreaker. You can also go and read some of our articles on Dicebreaker.com, written by myself, Matt Jarvis, our news writer Chase, and loads of our contributors. You can also get some Dicebreaker merch at Say It Out Loud and Say It Proud, Matt.
Dicebreaker.myshopify.com.
It's gonna stick one day.
But it will stick. One day I will actually remember it myself. Otherwise, until next time, have a lovely day.
Bye bye.